everyone, it's Shannon. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button because you'll find new DIYs, tutorials, and new inspiration here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, if you're new to my channel, we have been creating a she shed for me. So basically a foundation, walls, the whole thing inside and out. We're finally working on the inside, and I promised you all an update because the last update that I shared with you was way back in September. It is December 16th right now. As you can see, it is definitely wintertime. It is snowing buckets outside right now. And I knew if we did not get the she shed done by Halloween, by October 31st, that it was gonna have to take a back seat for a while as we got through the holidays. And now we're about a week away from Christmas, so I'm back in here kind of assessing to see what all still needs to be done. And we actually plan to jump back in here on New Year's week and really get back to work. And in today's video, I do have a big update for you. We did do plenty of work in the month of October. I don't want to get you caught up on that before we get back to work in here in the next couple of weeks. So let me take you back to October and I'll get you caught up to where we are today. And today we're gonna pick back up where we left off on the she shed build. If you are new and want to know what's been going on, I will link down in the description box a playlist of our whole she shed build. You'll find us building it from the ground up, so pouring concrete and building everything around us. Now to pick back up, we are starting to work on this pocket wall that has the pocket door inside. The last video you saw us putting up the shiplap, we put up the barn door rail and then altered the pocket door to become a pocket door slash barn door. And now we are actually framing up this wall here. This plywood that is going to be the floor for the loft is going to get cut down. We're also going to add the faux brick paneling on the front. So we're going to go ahead and finish up that. So we're back, it's a new day. We went to the hardware store yesterday and got all of the drywall, or we're hoping all the drywall, and also plywood to build the bookcases that are gonna go next to the fireplace. So we got all of that in here today, and we have a couple hours tonight, so we thought we'd just throw a few of the drywall sheets up and see how it goes. drywall day number 2. Before we could move on to adding drywall to the office, we needed to add the handrails for the loft through the loft floor. So we cut holes into the loft floor, inserted those handrail posts, and then we attached them into the ceiling of the office below. Once those handrails were safely secured in place, we were able to move on to drywalling the office. And here's a few shots of the office before we added the drywall. Just to give you an idea, this space is about 7 feet wide by 12 feet long. This space is basically going to be a workroom. It will have a large desk, a countertop space, and lots of cabinets for storage. So we've done lots and lots and lots and lots of drywalling,
Yes.
but we're not done yet. I'll give you a look around the office because all the walls are drywalled, but now we've got to work on the ceiling, so that's today's job. All right, so here's the door to the office, and we got it all drywalled all the way around. Hard to see. And then this is all drywalled, and then above here where the insulation is, we're gonna shiplap because my desk is gonna go here. So all that underneath there you're really not gonna see, so we're just gonna shiplap all of that up there. You can see there's lights and there's an outlet right there. And next we're gonna work on the ceiling. So we have some work to do because we have 2 lights up there that need to get cut out, which will be interesting. All right, so time for an update. Brian is finishing up the last of the mud in the office. The whole big giant area out here, this drywall, and then all in the loft is done. So I can finally put some primer on the walls so that tomorrow I can paint. All right, so here's the wall here. I'm actually gonna have a desk underneath the window here. That's why the bottom part is drywalled, because we don't need to shiplap this whole wall. We're just gonna do the parts that have the insulation showing, but we have an outlet here we need to cut out, and then we have 2 round light holes that need to get cut into the shiplap today too, so we'll show you how we do all that. For this update, I'm just giving you a quick look at how we installed this shiplap. I did take more of some detailed videos so that I can create a actual shiplap tutorial. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. right, so excuse the weird yellow lighting. We're working at night, and so these are just our work lights that are a weird yellow color. So I'll show you the wall tomorrow during the daylight, but it's nighttime and we have all of the shiplap done now. So I'm gonna go ahead and spackle all of the little nail holes from the brad nailer. I'm just using Drydex spackling. It's got like a color changing purple color to it, so as soon as it's dry it'll turn white, and then I can sand it down and it'll be ready to paint. All right, so it's the next day. I let the spackle dry overnight, and now it is ready to be sanded down. All right, so here it is all finished. It's got 2 coats of paint on it. Down here is gonna be my desk, and there's gonna be a cabinet on each side of there and a countertop on the top, but you will see underneath my desk where a chair will go. So I just painted the middle down there. And we still have some work to do. We need to add trim and a windowsill, but we can finally install our lights in here. So we have some good lighting to use while we're working, so I'm excited about that, but it turned out really, really nice in here. So let me start by showing you the space we're going to be shiplapping today. It's actually a pretty good sized wall. It's about 18 foot long and 10 foot tall. So I have Brian here to help me today because we're definitely going to need extra hands for the material we're going to be working with. All right, so we're ready to place our first board here. We just measured the wall, marked our first piece of shiplap, made sure it fit. Now we've got our level out here so we can make sure this very first board is level all the way across. It's really important so that the rest of the boards that are going to go on top of that stay level too. All right, so it's a new day. We got everything except this little strip up here done for this wall. It is raining and we need to rip that down, so that's not happening today. But the rest of this giant 18-foot wall at the longest point is done. So we're gonna have a quick work day in here today. I'm gonna do one more coat on the shiplap and then that'll be done, and Brian's gonna put the lights up finally above the big window in here. And here's what the lights look like. I actually got these at Walmart. They were on clearance for only $5 a piece, and they only had 3 on the shelf, so I grabbed all 3 of them. I wasn't quite sure where they were gonna go or if I'd even use them at all. And then once we got this big window up, I decided they're gonna be their new home. So I'm excited to finally see these get installed. I couldn't be happier with these lights. It's exactly the look I was going for. I wanted to give you some before and after looks too. So here is the pocket door wall before, and then after we added the brick to it. This is the loft end. Lots of work was done here with drywall and a floor. This is the office wall, of course, with the drywall and the shiplap added to. Next we have the inside of the office. You can see this is the pocket door wall again with the drywall added. We also have the huge 18-foot long shiplapped wall. So this is what it looked like with just the insulation added. This was quite a big long job, but it was so much easier actually, in my opinion, than having to drywall this whole thing. So I would definitely recommend this wall treatment, especially in larger areas like this. And then last we have the window and entry door wall that has now got drywall on it, and also the beautiful new lights. So we did get a lot accomplished in here, so much so that it's looking so different than it did back in September. And I hope you all will continue to join us on this journey. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll put the playlist to the She Shed if you want to get caught up on all the videos that I've had so far down in the link below that. And make sure to find me on Facebook and on Instagram for more inspiration. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.